I've been talking to myself, talking straight to myself, giving you all kind of footage on the credit. My dad used to say if you lost your bait or whatever, you come back in, you don't got your bait, you're fishing on the credit. Footage on the credit, man. Hope y'all got that, all that stuff what I was talking about how this water's deep over here. And you have to walk the bank and it's steep, it's hard to get out, and there's a bridge down there that washed out. And all that good stuff, but nah, I looked down to show you what a magnificent hole this is, man. This is a heck of a section of the creek. It's just that I missed that fish up there and probably kind of ruined it for the day. Kind of ruined this one. Y'all remember this can be real tricky to get around. There's a chub right here, I'm not messing with him. And the water, I would even say, I don't know, man, maybe when I fit, you know, I don't know if this year the water is just normal. Because like I say, it's up a little bit from what it's been being. Today is higher than it has been earlier this year. So I don't know if that's normal or if it's low. Because normally when I fish here, it seems like, I said I've been in this hole 5 times. The other 5 times I was here, it was a little harder to get around in here because of the depth and everything in the water. I don't know if it was as high then or if it was low this year. But even with the water being up from what it's been being this year, it still didn't. It's hard as normal to get around as when I've been here. I don't know about what's normal. I'm just on the times that I've been. Well, it's like I say, it hasn't turned out like I was hoping at all so far. But it's a perfect day to be down here in this spot, man. It's, you know, I feel like I picked a good day to come. It's a weekday. Hung up, man. Staying hung up right here. Game pole. I hadn't found the pattern today, y'all. I've been talking about that a bunch of times this year and everything about it. You got to find a pattern and when you start catching them and whatnot. I failed on that one. I think, to tell you the truth, man, I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go back to the car. I don't think I'm gonna walk that stretch and get back to the car, and I'm gonna drive up to the next spot, just get in there, fish a shorter stretch. I had a little nibble there for a minute. I can't help myself from just casting in there in that spot, man. It looks so inviting. I believe I'll get my camera out and take some pictures, you know. Said it before, man. I've been out here trying to collect glass and stuff like that. Man, when you start doing stuff like that and you ain't focused on fishing, it's usually a bad plan. That's when you ain't the man with the plan there, man. When you get out here and you start thinking about, oh, I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna of the wildlife and of how good the creek looks and I'm gonna collect this and it's not good for fishing. I got to get this thing out of here. I'm gonna show you how things go. You see how easy that is to back that up, but that little stick right there can get you so hung up. If you can't get it loose, it's because it's wedged in a rock. Because that way that stick was wedged down in the rock, it made it a little tough on me. There's that little condo over there. I just casted on it, but I knew this was going to happen, man, whenever I started recording just now. And I cast it to the first spot. The first spot, I don't know if it's a twist, it's just a couple of iron people, just don't usually pick one there. I'm going to go fish this little spot now. I'm turning around. If I'm going to come back up through here, I'd love to come back through here and fish this again. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna come from Valden. I've been planning on doing that this year, but I just didn't make it yet. I try to do the easy way today, and that's what happens to you, man. You try to find the easy way out a lot of times. A lot of times there ain't no easy way to do things the right way, you know. Now, what I was saying, I will show you this. I can't zoom in, but right down there, there's a bridge, or it's the remnants of a bridge. There used to be a bridge down there. I remember the first time it was a low water bridge, private bridge. And I remember the first time I ever fished there, we couldn't cast under it at all. And there was all kind of swift water coming all up in there, man. So I had to go around it from the other side. I had to get back over here on the downstream side of it, fish down in it, downstream. But there was so much stuff caught up on it that there was so much stuff caught up on it, brush, debris, that you know, you would get hung up so easy. It's just like I was talking about up there a while ago. You know, you can't really fish it right because you can't get the line in there. The water's too swift, it's dragging you into all that brush, and you're gonna get hung up. There's a fish. He's fighting. one's a rainbow. Water skiing in here. Yep, I'm gonna take that, man. Not no big one. That's where it almost seems like that hole right there I'm talking about where I thought there was 3 fish. I might go back and look at the doggone footage of that, man, because it seems like that hole has changed, man. I might be wrong, that ain't that hole. It was better than that, but I'm confused, man. I know one thing, I ain't doing nothing with these fish out here today. So, we got to get on the ball, man. Let's see, is it further down? Because what I remember standing there kind of in the middle. And I mean, it being hard to fish it, man. I thought this was it right here. For sure. But I can't even see. I just thought that was it. But it seemed like it was more. I'm going to have to walk down a little bit because man. I don't got myself confused up here. Unless it was a little bit further up. Well, let's walk down. I want to investigate this because I don't want to miss that spot, man. Because it's kind of one of those incidental spots that I ain't saying people would just pass by it, but you know, I started saying while going, I don't know if it got on the camera or not. But I got out of the vehicle this morning and started going across the road and there was a car coming. And I tried to hit a little trot. And I'll tell you what, man, I hate to just keep on complaining. I hate being that guy, man. But, I mean, if nothing else, I'm just gonna say it for my I don't want to say sanity, but I mean for my reference. Hopefully my condition can improve and I can look back and be like, oh man, like, you know, 2 years ago I was in bad shape out there. Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that sciatica, I mean, it was taking the breath out of me, man. I was like, I couldn't even run. started up and was like, oh, I had to pull back a little bit. Yeah. That spot had to be back there because, man, I've already walked past that spot. I'm gonna have to get footage out and check it, investigate that. Like I said, I'm gonna have to investigate that further, but I remember it being swift while I was standing right in the middle of the creek, and I mean, kind of hard to, even stand there, really, how swift it was, I'm not winning here today. I'm not winning today. Yeah, I ain't catching fish, let's put it like that, but I am really. I'd rather be here. I wish I'd rather be here. With my foot hurting, my back hurting. Will not be here, so I'm winning, man. I'm gonna take that back. Yeah, I'm winning, bro. Let me tell you like that, bro. What was that? Everybody's always with that bro stuff. Oh yeah, I was watching a fishing show last night on YouTube. This guy, man, he's got like in the millions subscribers. I never even heard of him. I ain't gonna say his channel because I tell you the truth, I really can't remember, but I really can't remember the name of it. It was, you can find it easy if you just thought I was trying to hate on him or whatever, but he's deep sea fishing and he said that I think the name of the video, what got me interested in it was, he said he was going to be fishing deeper in the ocean than he ever had. So he was setting out, he said he was at the Bahamas. He said, you just go right out here. I think he said a mile. I can't remember, a mile. And he might not have said that, but it wasn't, you didn't have to go far out in the ocean. And it was a mile deep. So he was down there, and I was trying to think of, I think he said a mile is 2,000 feet. That don't seem right, man, but I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure about that, but he was saying that, it showed him out there, and he was trying to catch squid. That's what he was fishing for, was squid. He's like, we're gonna get out here and catch some big squid, bro. And he had these pinreels that were like automatic and everything like that. And it was just like running off of a motor and all of that. And it wasn't, I wouldn't go as far as to say like it was comical or nothing, but I mean, I thought he was going to show footage of him catching fish, and he kept on not catching. Oh, that one got off, but then it went to another video, and he finally did. He get some pretty big squid. When he was talking about big, I didn't realize, you could hold them in his hands. I didn't think they was all that big, man, but I don't know what's a big squid and all. I don't know about squid, but he was like, oh, this is so cool, and they were sticking to the deck, and he was showing the teeth that they got in their tentacles and all of that. I just spooked a big fish, man. I was just thinking, man. I got down here and I'm like, it's really just don't, I never caught nothing through here, but something just told me about the pattern. I was thinking about the pattern. And, I'm thinking about how I'm just not doing that good. And I told myself I was going to turn around way back there. And I was like, I'm going to fish this one hole down here, and it's way back behind me now. I have a tendency for that. I just tend to just keep on walking. I just saw a big fish go by me, man. So I know they're in here, man. So I got thinking was, well, maybe since this water's up and it's still swift, maybe there are these flat spots. Cause I ain't done good in the regular spots. Cause I'll put a spinner back on. Just down through here. Wish I'd have been recording. Of course, you never know if it's gonna pick up. That was so weird, man. You know, I don't usually see a fish like that. Somewhere, I think it was about, I think I already passed it. Yeah. But I used to kind of catch one on the spinner in this flat water right here. It was right in here. It was on the other side where I'm casting right now. Not doing a good job of making a video today, I admit that. Well, you know, like I say, man, a very definitely part of the problem is fishing this downstream fishing. It's not the way to fish. If I ain't no better about it, man. Well, it looks like there would be something over there, though, maybe, I tell you. That bank over there is kind of some shade, too shallow, but if my theory is right, that we move to the slack water, oh, here we go. There's the hole. That's where I didn't plan on coming down here at all, man. This is what I was talking about, where the bridge used to be. I just now noticed, and that's where I was thinking about. I didn't remember it being that good there. Remember that day that my dad had dropped me off, which again, that's been 7 years ago. A lot changes in 7 years. I think there was something around this concrete that day. It was a little deeper right there, and that's where I was thinking about why I got hung up at that day, or I didn't really get hung. Oh, I never finished my story. This was a low water bridge. I guess that's what you call it. It's a private bridge. There's somebody's house right over there, right? And right here, and I didn't remember this the last few times I've been here. I didn't remember that it was deeper over there. It's really a worm spot. I probably spooked if there was anything. I probably already spooked it. But this bridge was here in the wood. It was real low to the water, and I couldn't cast underneath it coming up from the other direction. And I had to come around and get right over here. Get over here and fish down. And the way it was, there was so much stuff caught up on it, man, that if you weren't very careful, you get hung up. You really couldn't get your bait where it needed to be because of the hangups. You couldn't let it get in there or you was gonna get hung underneath the bridge. If you were trying to get the bait underneath the bridge, you really couldn't do it. And I knew that's where probably the fish was. It was one of those holes, just one of those unfishable holes, man. And I man, I know this ain't the best looking water or whatever. I kind of expected to pull something off right through there. I wasn't thinking that when I start coming down here, but after looking at how it looks down here, it does look kind of fishy. But back to the bridge though, I was casting in there and I was having to pull my worm back out of there. And one time when I did, I saw him trout. He was pretty little 10-incher wild brown. And he come for it, but you know, it was so, he saw me. It's like he came out for it, and it's like I was talking about earlier about the spinner, about not fishing a spinner downstream and reeling it back up. I'm pulling the worm opposite of, you know, natural. In between him seeing me and the worm coming opposite like that, Sam kind of even pulled it out of his mouth, to be honest with you. But I mean, it never got in his mouth, but I mean, I was just pulling, you know, and I saw him dart for it, but I couldn't get it. He eluded me, and he went back under the bridge, and I was like, I sat there and fished for him for a while, but you couldn't get him in at all. He saw me. It was over. It was wrapped. This ain't bad looking water, man. There's a couple of holes right up here though. I don't usually catch something right in here. in this part anyway. There's a peninsula here on the left. Like I say, this is totally unplanned, man. I did not plan on coming down here, and I went against what I was saying a while ago about how I was gonna back up and go back to my vehicle and start this whole thing over. Basically, I mean, I wasn't gonna do it today. I wasn't gonna go up there where I was talking about today, but I was gonna go to a different spot. Still gonna do that. That's still the plan. Unless some kind of miracle happens here and I just happen up on a whole big pile of 5 fish. Well, stranger things have happened, but I don't see myself catching no 5 now. But I'm definitely going through fish hole all over here. I hope I can catch more. There's a fish. So I know there's something in here. Got to get the forceps out. Oh, he got off. All right. Twice now I caught small fish on the spinner up in the top of a very swift hole. You can see the small ones are real aggressive. They really want to eat. They're willing to fight. I'm thinking the bigger fish are laying low, laying back. Against my buddy Judge when I'm across this spinner in there, man. There we go. I'm gonna put a gun on there. There's a fish right there. I don't think he was big enough though. That's one of the reasons why I really don't like fishing in spunk. Missing too many fish. So I know there's a fish right down here. There'll be something over there. I thought that fish was down here just like that one that I just caught. Should be right there. Yep. He's right there. He's right there. You would think there could be a big old fish here, man. I would think that anyway. It looks pretty fishy down here. I had a bite. Yeah, I had a bite over there. Probably, I'm not hang up on here all the time, man. I don't know much of anything out here today, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy. Damn, fish, I think that's going too far. Man, boy, it's hard to believe there ain't nothing over there, man. Man, it's hard to believe. What's that? Oh man. Man, that fish that was hitting the, I can't tell if that's the one that was hitting the spinner or what. He sure ain't much to him, man. Thought that was a smaller fish. It's a stalker too. He swallowed that, man. Oh. Well, I was caught up in this grass. Okay. One thing at a time, man. That fish is malnutrition, man. No wonder he was trying to eat today. Or nothing yet. Well, there you go. He's about 10 inches long, but oh, he ain't been eating much. That make a lot of sense. This is just like I thought. I got him in his mind. I did get a bite over here for sure this time. don't understand it though. It might be a small fish or something, I just don't know. Who's out there? Yep. I think this lead is too long, man. I shortened it already once. Oh, this is stronger here today, man. I didn't expect this. Overestimated again. Overestimated the place and underestimated the conditions. Forceps time. Come here, buddy boy. All right. Onward. Oh boy. Something's funny right there, man. Must have been just one of those hanging on the rock, 'cause I don't see no bites. Teeth marks on that rock. Keep getting right there. Feels like something's bumping. About time to put this spinning back on. Right up here, there's a heck of a good hope. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Caught fish there before. One. Man, it's such a good looking hole. You just think like there's always gonna be one there. But this place can be a little tricky right through here. There's a couple of big rocks, man, right in the middle. I can see it from here. Let me get under that rock. This place is hit or miss, man, I tell you. You see that fish? I think there might be another smaller brown. He acted real aggressive. I guess that's where you can go in here with fly fishing if you knew what you was doing, man, and just tear them up, man. Thing's different than what it seems. Here I am, I'm picking up the glass. Collecting glass instead of staying on these fish's ass. And that piece ain't even really washed out there yet. It used to be deeper there, man. This creek has changed a little bit. In a short period of time, too. I never dreamed for my life that I would be walking way down here. It's fishy down there, man, I tell you. Easy walking here on this bank, so I'll pass it up. Definitely recognize this spot. There's a good hole right over here. Biggie. I was just watching the video of this the other day. I had to do it. 4 or 5 years ago. It was on Father's Day weekend. I had my father-in-law up there in it. Got the churros? Come off the hook right there. That's the problem with fishing downstream and fishing way far away. I think I'm gonna get it. He's a pretty one. Prettiest fish of the day, easy right there. Other than that rainbow that I lost. Didn't get to see him real good close enough. I tell you, man, like I said, I just ain't on something ain't right with me. I'm off my game today. Normally that'd be a disaster. I got lucky, man. Just fishing here around the banks and stuff. Field dressing. Woo-wee. Unfortunately, we were landed him. He came off the hook. He come flying at me and came off the hook. I got him. I got him though. Yeah, that day that me and my buddy came and we split up and I fished this section, he fished down below. I was fishing right as I was standing up in a better position to really fish right over there in between here and there. And it was a lesson on perseverance, man. I had a bite and it was so swift over there. I kept on, as I was saying, it was like it was coming by the fish. And I saw him, he was over there by that rock. He ended up going downstream. I ended up getting him. He was just as pretty as that one that I just caught right about carbon copy. Maybe he was a little bigger than when I caught that other day. Oh man. You see my predicament, I'm home. But what I was talking about a while ago real briefly, there's a big rock kind of like the one I'm standing on. And it might be that one right there. It might have been that one up there. It's got the grass growing on it. Can't say, I don't think I was this far, I don't think it was. I think it was further downstream. But that day, Father's Day weekend, come here. And I did just what I've been talking about. I was out looking for grass. And I was like, oh, I can look for grass. And what's that number? And I realized that I needed to be focused on fishing. It started getting hot. And I didn't have my limit. And I'm like, oh man, I've been waiting around too long. Got a late start. And I've been wasting. And I did, to tell you the truth, I did the same thing I did today. Started going downstream, thinking that was going to be the good move. Oh, I'm just going to go down here and fish a couple of holes down, just like the day, man. And then I end up way down there, almost to the starting spot if I'd have started and come up through it. And end up getting way up here, end up fishing way further than I wanted to. than I had planned on and everything, than I was expecting. Especially with being that I had gone downstream. And I got tired, man, and my feet was hurting real bad on these rocks. And I got around one of those big rocks. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to get my limit. And I got around one of them big old rocks that I was just not talking about. And I cast it. It might be that one right there. Anyway, I think it is. I believe it was that rock right back there with that grass going on. I was just not talking about. And I cast on the left hand side of it and caught one. And then I come right back around, and I was just fixing to step around to the right, and something just told me to just, I had even gone into a casting motion. And that's why I was saying on the video, and I was trying to explain it to my wife. I had the bail flip, and I had my finger on the line, and I was thinking I was fixing the cast, but instead of letting it go, I said, hey, I can just set it right here. This looks kind of fishy, you know. It looks kind of fishy right there on the other side of the rock too. Might as well just set it there. It's kind of like cane pulling. And I sat it there, and sure enough, man, as soon as I sat it there, he went on it. And I'm sitting there. And I guess I did all right hooking it, but I had the line hooked on my finger instead of the bail, so it was kind of tricky. As far as, like, you know, I guess my finger probably has a little more give than the bail does when you're trying to set the hook on one, but it all worked out. He was pretty about 13 inches down. And when I cleaned him, he did something that sliced my finger in his gills. I don't think it was the teeth, man, but boy, he had something in his gills that was like a razor blade. And he come across me and sliced my finger. Woo! At first, I thought, when I felt it, I thought I had jabbed my hook in my finger. It hurt so bad, man. Surely I took the hook out. Hey, this might have been the rock right here, actually. I'm doing this all wrong. There's something all wrong about the way I'm fishing here today. I thought that was a chub for some reason. I believe it was this rock right here. I hate that I've come up on it like that. We fish good up underneath these rocks, man. You can't see down in there. We can't see down under the water and see what it's like down there, but it's like an undercut underneath these rocks. They get down there and there's really no current. It's the perfect spot, man. A lot of big rocks. It looks like there's something crawled up over there. I thought it was a fish for a minute. Come up for that mine, boy. If it was, that would have been Boss Hog. Looks like there's something crawled up over there. Just like caught up on that rock, man. I really something going on further down here, man. I need to head the other way, man. I'm walking in the wrong direction. Look at this thing, man. This tree. The roots on this thing, man. Against my better judgment, I'm heading on down. Can't go too much further. I should get out and get on the road and walk back down. That's what I should do. You can get out of here. I just don't like walking down that road too much. Because right on that rock. This is unique. Not getting hung up. Again, against my better judgment, I'm gonna walk right up here. Right down there, bro. Ooh. Turn around. I'm gonna take it real easy. Just easy and just steady, just going back. All the way back now. This was a dumb adventure right here, man. Tell you no BS. This was so stupid what I did on here today. Now I got to walk all the way back up through there. I caught a bass here one time. I don't know, it must have been a red eye. It was pretty good size. I mean, it wasn't big, but I remember like, I think it was like 12 inches or 10 inches. It might have been a smallmouth, I couldn't tell. I come down here to fish this hole, but sometimes they get it. I caught a nice brown there not too long ago. I've already fished there one time though, and one time this year earlier already. And there's some dandy holes right down here too, man. See that? Oh man. That was fish casting in there, casting in there, casting in there, casting in there. Oh boy. Finally got one. He wasn't what I was hoping for, but he's chunky. He's a chunk. Thick old thing, man. He's short, but he's thick. Pan fryer right there. It's a good pan fryer. Eat him up tonight.